All right, so will the never-ending stream of zero-experience Hunter scandals ever stop? New report says Kevin Morris, that's the famed Hollywood attorney that some describes as Hunter's sugar brother, has been supporting him financially and legally through his endless troubles. While Jonathan Turley highlighted this in his latest New York Post column. Now, messages reveal that at the height of the scrutiny into his shady business dealings, the Bidens offered Hunter, quote, safe harbor from his growing problems. Here with reaction, author of the brand new book just out today. It's a great book. I've been reading it. Trial of the Century. Hannity.com, Amazon.com, bookstores all around the country. Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. By the way, immediately following this show, he has a live book signing. You can get a first print signed edition. I will be his guest at about 10:15 tonight Eastern, 7:15 on the West Coast. And just go to gregjarrettbook.com. And New York Post reporter Jon Levine is with us. Thank you both. Greg, first, congrats on the book. And,
thank you.
You know, what do we know about this sugar brother, as he's being described? You know, the guy paid all this money in Hunter's back taxes. You know, did he pay taxes on this money? Has anyone scrutinized it to any level in terms of legality of all this? That seems like an odd relationship to me.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Hunter Biden, who claims he's destitute, lives in a palatial mansion in Malibu. He drives a fancy car, and he's flying around on his sugar daddy's $6 million jet. All the while he's selling his kindergarten finger paintings for six figures, probably to the same Chinese benefactors that funneled $31 million to the Biden family. As for the lawyer, look, it's been described as a $2 million loan to pay off the IRS debt. And that would appear to be a violation of the code of conduct that governs lawyers. You're not allowed to loan money except for minimal living expenses and advancing the cost of litigation, not $2 million worth. He also appears to be entangled in Hunter Biden's businesses, at least one of them. And again, that's forbidden by the canons of ethics. So it strikes me the Bar Association should be investigating.
Yeah. You know, John, I look at this. Comey, McCabe, Strzok, Page, none of them held accountable. They weren't even interviewed in terms of the Durham report, which shocks me, especially in light of what we now know and what that report said. So, you know, everybody's watching day in and day out. We report all this news. The FBI's had the laptop since December of 2019. We know there's low-hanging fruit of crimes committed on the laptop. Nothing happens. Why should anyone have faith in our justice system if, you know, nothing happens unless you're a Republican?
I mean, I can report that very few people do have faith in the justice system anymore. I mean, there's certainly no Republicans in Congress that have any faith in Christopher Wray. And if Republicans take back the White House in 2024, I expect he'll probably be fired. You know, the FBI's litany of failures on Hunter Biden have been going on since at least 2019, when they, as you mentioned, they had the laptop and didn't move on it. And then they've been allegedly investigating Hunter Biden since 2018, the Department of Justice, and we haven't seen any progress in that case. And just for some comparison, that's been almost a six-year investigation. We have seen people who were involved in January 6 arrested, tried, convicted, served their sentence, and released, all in the span of time that Hunter Biden has been being investigated by the Department of Justice with no consequences for his behavior.
And they had this thing in 2019.
To reiterate, there is not a lot of confidence now.
No, I don't believe
Correct.
we have equal
and they
justice
didn't move on it.
Or application of our laws. Greg, last word.
Yeah, I mean, we just learned about the text message from the president's brother, Jim Biden, to Hunter Biden. This can work. All the deals are still alive. I can work with your father alone. In other words, the machine had to keep going, funneling money from overseas into Biden-controlled bank accounts. And it wasn't just Hunter Biden that was involved. The president's brother, and documents show that the president himself may have been complicit.
Yeah, well, at the end of this, if this continues, might as well take that great document known as our Constitution and shred it because it's meaningless. By the way, Greg, congrats on the book, Trial of the Century. I will be with you at 10:15 this evening Eastern Time, gregjarrettbook.com. You'll be doing a live signing. I'm going to check in and say hello. I look forward to it. And best of luck in bookstores all around the country. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.